Hey, Jay Ryder, this is Symbolic in San Francisco. I liked your video, man. But I want to show you my buddy here. This is my buddy. He's got, I don't know if you can see this. Let me see. Come on, Striker. Be a nice cat. He's got like four fingers here, and then he's got another one that's over here. They call it the dew claw. He's got five fingers, just like we do. Um, they drug up some fish out of the sea years ago. Well, I guess they thought it was extinct. Maybe it was a coelacanth. I'm not sure. In any event, it had five bones in its fin, and the theory being that we all evolved from this early form of fish. That basically we're all part of the. I call it the five-fingered fish family. So many of the mammals and creatures that live today have five fingers. So that's the idea. The idea with evolution is that there are a common ancestor, um, and not that we evolved from Peking man or any particular type or the Neanderthals, but that we're all branches, and somewhere back in time, um, we had a common ancestor that had the genetic potential to create all these offshoots, et cetera, et cetera. So that's the story there. The master species dinosaurs. I love that, man, and I know they didn't go to church. But I think parrots came from them. I had a parrot, man. He was great. He plucked all his feathers out finally, neurotically, and my mother went into horror and said, "My God, he's a lizard. Look at his skin." So she was terrified by the fact that he looked like a lizard without any feathers. The universal force, great theory. That it's all being held together in balance. And yeah, I agree. It's all in balance. It's a really an amazing thing. Um, exactly how that balance came about, I have no idea. I've been watching for the last 2 weeks or so the Christians and Muslims and atheists all argue with one another over various things. I enjoy watching religious debates and debates about religion. Um, but when they get into creation theory and these things, I think what they're primarily missing is the factor of time. We generally can't think without time. We perceive things in terms of time, and it may be that time could be an absolute an illusion. We may just be seeing a little cross section of reality. Um, but but all these arguments, somehow I think that we're limited by our concept of time, and it limits our thought incredibly. I mean, a lot of things limit our thought, but basically we're really held back by this idea of time, and it's linked to our idea of causality, etc. Um, and then watching the religious debates too, you're going to find that the Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, they're locked into these books and they're locked into the words, and they believe the literal word that basically says that man was created at a particular moment in time, and they usually place that back maybe 5,000 years or 6,000 years or something. But no matter how far they place it back, they're still picking a particular individual moment in time, and I think that's a flaw in the thinking. This is one reason that in the United States, I think a lot of the Christians, the evangelical Christians especially, just deny the possibility of evolution. They don't want to accept the timeline or the time factor. They don't want to think in terms of millions of years. They want to crush everything down so that it all had happened in 5,000 years. That's a lot of change. A lot of change if it all happened in 5,000 years. But in any event, once people are locked into one notion and one idea, and they tie that in very strongly to their belief system, and especially if they believe that they're going to be punished with eternal hellfire if they don't believe it, um, you could see it's very difficult to change anybody's mind on anything. But even just prying open people's minds to admit that time may really be different than we think and that we perceive in our limited way. Who knows? It's a mysterious universe. Anyway, I showed you the cat, so that's good. Anyway, I enjoy your videos. Thanks a lot, and hope to be seeing more.